And welcome back to the playoffs. Here today, Lucas from Mars, and we continue with the NLDS here in this episode. Game 3 between the Chucks and the Crusaders. Here is welcome back to the channel, guys, as we get ready for this Game 3. I will be heading back to college here. I'm actually leaving today. My flight is later on today. So I have a new microphone that is way easier to carry around, and I should be able to actually record some stuff for you guys when I get back to college. I will have to figure out where I can actually record some videos for you guys, but I should be able to record some videos for you guys. I have a good microphone now. Taking a look at Game 1 and Game 2 there, and it's just series recap. Game 2, of course, the walk-off home run by Xander Bogaerts in that one, and again, I'm gonna try to figure out a place where I can record for when I go back to college. But there should be videos that come out while I'm in college this semester. First semester in college, there was no videos that came out while I was there because I didn't have a microphone to record with, but now I do. So, hopefully we can, hopefully I can find a space to actually record some stuff for you guys, so you're not gonna be waiting, a couple of months before the next video comes out. But Zach Plesac here, a 3.81 ERA, is pitching on the mound, and it would really suck because this is the playoffs, so having to wait, having a big gap between, playoff games, it is not going to be a good thing, and that would really suck for you guys. You really lose a lot of immersion, and you probably forget what exactly is going on in these playoffs if I took a big break. So, top of the first inning here, that's a pop-up by Xander Bogaerts to second base to end the inning. Actually, the first baseman might have caught that one. But we were through the top of the first inning here, and we do have no score. So we go to the bottom of the first inning. We have Derek Ragsdale on the mound, pitching in this one for Atlanta. He had a great season this last year, a 3.10 ERA, and a 1.12 WHIP, and 17 wins on the season, 17-8. A lot of these pitchers got a lot of wins this year on this team. For this Atlanta team, they had a very good pitching staff this season. That's a strikeout of Julian Webster here in the first. And now with the man on first base, Hunter Dozier grounds it second. Oh my, what a play. The shortstop, that's Zoe Bogaerts, diving to make that stop, and from his belly, throwing it to the second baseman there to get the out. Man, that was a brilliant play by Xander Bogaerts to end the first inning. Another diving stop. We saw one in the last episode of this series there, a diving stop to prevent a base hit and end an inning, but that was beautiful. That was a beautiful play, and that is the first out here of this inning. So you're going to take a look at this postseason bracket again, as the Blue Sox up 2-0 right now in their series, and the Alaska Red Wings also up 2-0 in their series. The Reapers and the Honey Badgers right now tied at a game apiece in their series. As that's a swing and a miss, and a high pitch there by Plesac, high in the zone, and it gets him for strike 3 as middle of the second inning now, and we still have no score here in this one. And we had some early runs in that last game of this series, so we'll see who can strike first tonight in this one. But so far, looking like the pitchers have the early upper hand in this one, as that's Tim Brady striking out. And then Will Smith also strikes out in a 96-mile-an-hour fastball. So a few strikeouts already for Derek Ragsdale, and no hits so far for either team through 2 innings. So we go to the top of the third here. The pitchers dominating so far. Another strikeout. Koni Cavaco swinging and missing at that one. That is the second or third K already for Zach Plesac tonight. And that's a ball hit hard by Brian Reynolds. Absolutely drilled. That is the first hit of this game by either team here, with 2 out in the third inning. And then that's another hit by Justin Scott into the outfield. And now 2 men on here with 2 men out. And this is what this lineup can do. A 2-out rally here at the top of their order. That's a swing. That's a drive. That's going to drop and fall in for a base hit. That's going to go to the wall. Extra bases. 1 run will score. They are going to hold Justin Scott at third base, but Xander Bogaerts coming through. He gets another RBI. 3 straight hits. Make it 4 as that one is going to fall in for another base hit, and another run will come in and score. So 4 straight hits here for Atlanta in the top of the third, and they have a 2-0 lead as Jesse Winker is going to make it 5 straight hits as he lines one up the middle for another run. 3-0, Atlanta has served up a 3-run rally here in this top of the third inning. My goodness. And that's a strikeout to finally end things there in the top of the third. But Zach Plesac, not a good inning there. 5 hits and 3 runs given up in that top of the third inning. And that's a strikeout by Zach Plesac, and that's the 4th one of the game for Ragsdale. That's a swing by Buxton into the outfield. That one might fall in. It will. That one is going to hop over the wall for a ground rule double, and that might end up being a lucky break for Atlanta because that was going to score the runner from first. I would have believed, but now instead it's second and third. And that's a fly ball that's into center field, and that is just going to be caught. So, man, the Sharks catching, or the Crusaders catching a little bit of a break there with that ground rule double. And instead of it being 3-1, it's still 3-0. So, man, on second here with nobody out in the top of the 4th, that's another strikeout by Zach Plesac. And that's his 4th of the game, I believe, or maybe even his 5th. Just not able to catch up to it. Now a 2-1 is a ground ball down the line, and it's fair. It's going to go over into the outfield, and that's going to score another run. Coming home is the runner from second base. That's an RBI base hit down the line, and it's now 4-0 here in the 4th. As that will end the inning. But man, Atlanta tacking on another run, and they are now up 4 here at the end of 4 innings. So not a great start here by Zach Plesac tonight. As this team is going to have to try and rally in this game. But man, they are getting dominated by Derek Ragsdale right now in this one. As another strikeout here ends the 4th inning. And man, Derek Ragsdale just pitching a great game right now. So a 2-0 pitch here is a fly ball. That is hit deep out to center field. At the wall, he leaves it. He can't get it. That one is gone. Izan Diaz with a home run off of the bench to make it a 4-1 game. And now you got to look at Brian Reynolds trying to leap up and make the catch, and he cannot get there, just out of his reach. And so now a 4-1 game. That's a strikeout of Byron Buxton to end the inning, but they do at least get one here in this top of the, here in the bottom of the 5th. So now still a 4-1 game as we go bottom 6. Here now in this one, and Bobby Ullman will come up to the plate. He's not having that much success in this series so far, and he's 0-for-1 today, but he sends that one out into deep right center field, and that ball is gone. Home run, Bobby Ullman sending it out, and it's a 2-run game here in the 6th. Do not count this team out. They are going to be trying to come back in this one, and they are only down by 2 runs now. And it looks like that's going to be the ball game for Derek Ragsdale, who did pitch pretty darn well, only allowing 2 runs on 4 or 5 hits tonight. A pretty good performance for him all around. But his bullpen is, really got to hold on here in this one if they want to pull this game out with a victory. As Domingo Medina will come on here for Atlanta in a pretty tough spot. Well, not really a tough spot, but in the bottom of the 6th inning. But nobody out. That's a strikeout. There's one away. And a good start to this performance by Medina. But we're going to bring in Emilio Pregon here later on in this game. I believe this might be in the same inning. And no, this is in the bottom of the 7th here. We're 2 away. Strike 3 called. with a high fastball up in the zone. Jake Bauer is a pinch hitter, doesn't really like it, but he's going to have to take a seat. And end of the 7th here. As a good job working out of that inning. So bottom of the 8th. That's a strikeout. And I believe that Sailing Lear is striking out for the 3rd time tonight. But that is the end of the top of the 8th. So now we go to the bottom of the 8th inning here, and it's a 4-2 game. So down by 2 runs. That's a good way to get things started as a walk. Ball 4. Pagan trying to close this one out here and pitch it in the 8th inning. But now they're going to bring in a new pitcher there after that walk, and it's Benjamin Jones coming in the game here in the bottom of the 8th. He's pitched 2.1 innings so far in the playoffs, and he's done a good job. Hasn't given up a run yet. And that's a fly ball by Ullman into the outfield, and that ball's gone! Bobby Ullman ties the game! His 2nd one of the night, and it is a 4-4 tie here in the 8th. Bobby Ullman coming through. He had a 111 average in the playoffs before tonight. And how about 2 big home runs? And just like that, we were tied. And that ball is a fly ball into right field, into left field that is caught for the final out. But Bobby Ullman, man, coming through in the clutch and driving one into the outfield to end the 8th inning. And we have another great game on our hands here tonight because the Crusaders are up 4-0 in this game. And the San Diego Sharks have jumped all the way back. And this one is tied up. So now 2 outs in the inning, and it's a pop-up over to the first base side, and that's caught to end the inning. And we are going to go to the bottom of the 9th inning here. Tied at 4. San Diego can score 4 or 5 unanswered runs maybe to win this baby in the bottom of the 9th. But now 2 outs in the bottom of the 9th. That's a ball, that's a ground ball, and that's an out. So a huge job there by, I believe that was the same pitcher to really clamp down in the 9th inning and give us to the 10th inning here scoreless. I mean, that was huge. They definitely needed to do that. So you have Brian Reynolds here starting off the inning with a little chopper up the middle. That's going to be a base hit as it gets through and gets past Julian Webster there at second base. So Brian Reynolds is on base here to begin the 10th. That's a swing by Bogarts. That ball is crushed. No, coming back. And that one is way gone. A 2-run blast by Xander Bogaerts. And that is a big-time home run. And Atlanta goes up 6-4. Wow. Man, what a swing. And it says that was his first home run, but he did obviously hit one in the last episode. But man, that ball was crushed. And he knew it. Yeah, he did. He knew it was gone. He's just watching it. And he does a little bat flip there at the end of it. My goodness. Such a dangerous hitter, man. And he has come to play in these playoffs. And so now, a ground ball that is going to be stopped by the shortstop and on to first. And here we go. Wow, alright. We got the Sharks now down to their final 3 outs here in this one. They need to get 2 runs. But now there's 2 outs already here in this 10th inning. As the first pitch here to Byron Buxton, trying to continue the Sharks season, is a fly ball into the outfield. That ball is down, and that ball is going to get to the wall. And that's going to be at least a double, an extra base hit for Byron Buxton, who does continue the season for the Sharks. And that's a ground ball, and that's a base hit into the outfield. Here comes Buxton. He's going to score, and it's a 1-1 ball game. Oh boy, here we go, 6-5. That's a ground ball, though. Second baseman on to short, and that's going to end the game. And Atlanta has won. Another 1-run finish in this series. And man, Atlanta takes it. San Diego gets swept despite only losing this series by a total of 3 runs in these 3 games. And man, they were close but no cigar every single time. And Xander Bogaerts a massive 2-run home run in the 10th inning. And for Atlanta, their first trip ever to the National League Championship Series, where they will face either Chicago or Charlotte for a trip to the championship and the World Series. And Xander Bogaerts a player of the game. Man, Atlanta, the Crusaders, moving on, a good feeling. They do it on the road here in the NLDS. And they are going to get a trip to the National League Championship Series, as they're going to be able to celebrate that victory here in that one. So here we go. We're going to head to the other NLDS Divisional Series here. And, well, you saw there Game 3 of this one. And you saw that postseason bracket earlier on the day. And we have the Blue Sox here with a chance to just close this series out right here today. A 5-3 win in Game 1, a 5-4 win in Game 2 for Chicago. And they could pull off the series sweep here in this game. And they know who they're going to be playing if they do win this one tonight, as Atlanta taking care of business in their series. So the winner of this series here will play Atlanta, and Chicago could play Atlanta as early as the end of this game here if they can get this W. So Pablo Lopez here pitching tonight in this one for the Cougars. Here he had a pretty good season, a 3.85 ERA and 1.25 WHIP this year. That was pretty decent for him on the regular season. So you got Christian Pache here to begin. And he's going to send a ball into the outfield for extra bases, as that is going to be a double. And no man on second here to begin. That's a ball driven, and it's caught in the outfield. Rushing back to second base is Pache, and that is the first out. So now we're going to get a look at this lineup here. You got Pache batting first, Tristan Casas batting in second, Juan Soto there batting third, Hoskins, Correa, J.J. Baudet, Gun Mercer, and Leonard Berry with a pitcher spot there. It's a very, very good lineup, very dangerous lineup here. And that is going to be the end of the top of the first here, as that's a ground down, and that will send us to the bottom half with no score. End of the first inning here. Middle of the first now. Chicago got that one hit, but no runs. As we are playing here in this third game. We go to the bottom of the first now, and Blake Snell on the mound in this one for Chicago here in Game 3. Blake Snell, a very good pitcher in this sim, and he has a 3.42 ERA this season, a pretty good ERA. He has won a Cy Young Award in this franchise, and he's a really good pitcher, and he gets a strikeout there to begin this bottom of the first. And now that's Joe Mendoza, and he also swings and misses and strikes out at a low pitch there. Beautiful pitch, and you get another look at that postseason bracket. Of course, the Cougars are not the Cougars. Well, the Cougars are down 2-0 in this series, but Atlanta has punched their ticket into the next round. They moved their little icon into the NLCS there after their win earlier. So, again, Chicago, if they can hold on, win this game here tonight, well, they will end up playing Atlanta here in the NLCS. We're in the top of the second, and that's another strikeout there, as a outside pitch got him, and Pablo Lopez, a good start to the game here. 2 innings, no score, 1-0 here, as that is a good pitch. Bottom of the second here, nobody out, 1-2 pitch to Kyle Saul, and it's another strikeout. Swing and a miss at a high fastball, 96, and out 2-0 for McMahon, and he swings and misses. And there is a few Ks already for Blake Snell tonight, his third of the game here so far already in this one, and way too late, hitting the catcher's glove before Mike McMahon swings at it. So now we're in the top of the third here. 2 out in the inning, but that's a drive sent out by Pache that drops in for a base hit here. Christian Pache getting that single, and a man on first here now, 2 away. Tristan Casas, he swings and drives one into the outfield. That is over the head and over the glove. Diving attempt by the left fielder, but it's going to bounce off the wall, and it's going to score a run. as Christian Pache goes all the way around from first, and Tristan Casas makes it a 1-0 game. And now Juan Soto here up with still 2 out in the inning. And Soto now, he hits this one into right field, and that ball gets down. Here comes Casas. He's going to come home, and he will score as Juan Soto, this team's biggest star, coming through in the clutch here in this 3rd inning. And 2 runs here for the Blue Sox. Full count pitch now is a ground ball stopped by the shortstop. My goodness, what a play. Over to second base for the out, Aaron Rios. Man, that was a beautiful diving stop. We've seen a few of those here in these first few games, actually, and that was a beautiful play there. So now in a 2-0 game, you got a man on third and you only have 1 out. You got to try and score him. Just needs to get the ball in the air, and Pablo Lopez can't do it. And he strikes out. So unfortunately now you're going to have to try and get a base hit. Well, let's see if Randy Arozarena can do just that, but he gets a ground ball to shortstop. That is going to be the end of the inning. So they get a man on third base. They get their first hit of the game, but no runs here for Charlotte. The Cougars starting this game slow right now. We're in the top of the 4th inning here, and that's a swing and a miss at a nasty pitch way down in the dirt. And just no chance of swinging and hitting that one. And that's a ground ball. That's going to be stopped by the shortstop. A diving jump throw, and he's safe at first base. Man, what an attempt there, trying to get Johan Moncada, and he could not get there. Just safe, and that's a fly ball very deep into center, leaping up, and he can't catch it. It's over the wall, and a home run for Kyle Saul. And a nice swing there, and it just kept on carrying, kept on going back, and eventually he ran out of room. 413-foot home run by Kyle Saul right there. And, man, nice swing. So the Cougars are going to get on the scoreboard here, and that's a drive into the outfield that's going to land, and it's going to bounce off the wall. Here, this 4th inning still going, as that's a double here with 1 out by Ryan McMahon, trying to keep the inning going and pump up his dugout here, and that's a swing by Corey Lee that is going to fall, and it's going to bounce off the wall as well. Now, Ryan McMahon was not going on that swing, so he is going to end up staying at third base. And now 2 outs in the inning here. Ground ball up the middle, that's a base hit. 1 run will score. Here comes a second one, it's offline, and Corey Lee is safe at the plate. And 2 more across for Charlotte. They now lead it 4-2. So Edwin Rios there making the diving stop in that last inning, and then getting a ground ball, a 2 RBI grounder up the middle to help his team here. That is strike 3 to Pablo Lopez, finally ending the inning, but a rough inning for Blake Snell. Gives up a home run. 4 runs total by Charlotte there in that 4th inning, and now they are up by 2. Here we go to the bottom of the 5th, and Drew Mendoza swinging and driving one. That's going to drop, and that's going to go to the wall. Another extra base hit here, given up, and he's going to make it to second. And you got to wonder how much longer is the leash right now for Blake Snell. As that's a swing and another drive that is going to fall in there. And another base hit and another run is going to score. So now it's 5-2. And man, you saw that home run by Kyle Saul, but ever since that home run, it's all been, doubles and singles and driving the runners in that way. And that looks like it's going to be it for Kyle Saul. Makes sense. He's just not pitching very well right now at the moment, and so he is going to be taken out of this game as they're going to do a pitching change now. Not a very great game for him, and especially not a great last couple of innings there for him at all. Now you get to Jose De Leon, who's coming out of this bullpen now. And here in the bottom of the 5th with 2 away, that's a swing and a drive into the gap, it looks like, and it's going to bounce off the wall. Here comes one more run. They're going to send another runner home. And he's safe. Ryan McMahon coming in from first base to score. Corey Lee makes it 7-2. Charlotte. Man, and a double there. Going off of the wall, and this game has gone from bad to worse for the Blue Sox. And man, it's an 8-2 lead right now for Charlotte here in the top of the sixth, and that is caught at the wall. So man, middle of the sixth inning, and it looks like the Cougars are going to be able to force a game 4 here and take one at home. As we go into the 8th inning, here, down by 6 runs. And a ground ball thrown over to first. That's in time to get the out and end the frame. And man, middle of the 8th now, an 8-2 game. As we go into the quick managing here. And it looks like they're going to score even more runs. Charlotte just adding on to the lead. 3-run home run by Corey Lee. I mean, that just completes it about. And yeah, I mean, a solo home run by Glenn Mercer, but it just doesn't matter. 13-3 is the final here in this one. The Cougars survive, and man, they put on an offensive show at home with 13 runs against the Blue Sox. And that's a way to make a statement and say, hey, we're not done yet. We are not going down without a fight. We're going to continue to punch them in the mouth and keep going in this series here. That's the way you got to do it. I mean, come on, 13 runs and 17 hits in this game for Charlotte. So now we go to the ALDS here, the American League side, and we get Atlanta and Vancouver here in ALDS in this game 3. The Red Wings, of course, as you saw on that playoff bracket, leading the Vancouver Raptors here 2-0 in this series. So the Red Wings trying to move on to the ALCS here with a victory in this one. They held on in that game 1. A Jose Ramirez home run by Vancouver made it a close 1-run finish in that game 1, but Alaska did hold on. They won game 2 11-4. Not a very close game, and so now they're up 2-0 in this series. And in this game 3, they have Forrest Whitley going for them here in this one, and Jaime Barria pitching for Vancouver here in this one tonight. And there is Jaime Barria, who was just pretty okay in the regular season. Not terrible, but not necessarily great either. He's just really an okay starter in the league. Nothing super, crazy special about him. But he's going to try and keep Vancouver alive here in these playoffs and not end their season here already in the first round after winning that wildcard game. And he gets off to a good start, it looks like, but then the throw to first pulls Bobby Bradley off of the bag. And that's a throwing error by the shortstop here, and that's Jose Ramirez. Jose Ramirez does not make many plays like that. I mean, that's a bad... Actually, Jose Ramirez is playing second base in this game. It is just not a good throw. And now let's see what happens, and that's going to lead to a double right away, as going to third and stopping there is the leadoff man, Amelia Rosario. And so you get that error to start off the game, and now all of a sudden you're going to have to try and stop him from scoring, but a 2-out single by Michael Ciani and quick manager. Then G-Man Choi coming through with a double right there, an RBI double to make it 3 runs in the first for Alaska. So we're here again in this quick managing situation here in this game 3, and we get another couple men on base, another error, the second one of the game, but luckily for Vancouver, it does not lead to any runs. So we get Bobby Bradley here coming up, and he swings at a 2-0 pitch, driving it, and it's caught right in front of that wall in the outfield for the first out. The man on first here, Corey Dickerson, swinging at a low pitch and sending it to center field and deep, racing back on it, and it's caught. It is caught at the wall. Oh man, that was a nice play by the center fielder. Great job. 2 down in the inning, and now you get to look there at that playoff bracket, and you see New York has taken a 2-1 series lead over there in the other AL divisional round between the Houston Reapers in that series. We'll be covering that series here in the next episode of this franchise here, but that's a swing and I mean, he just chopped him up right there with that inside pitch. So now we go to the bottom of the third here for Vancouver, still down 3-0. Got to try and do something, and that might be the start of something right there. Yes, it is. That's a home run. Gone. Carson Kelly, the catcher, sending one over the wall for the first run of the game for Vancouver tonight. And it is now a 3-1 ball game, and the manager, of course, likes to see that by Carson Kelly, his first in the playoffs. And he just hit that ball hard, and that ball went out in a hurry for sure. So now, still nobody out here in the inning, and now we get Charlie Blackmon, who's batting .364 so far in the playoffs, and he sends another ball driven into the gap in right field. Man, Charlie Blackmon, Chuck Nasty might be retiring at the end of this season. He has been really good in the playoffs right now for Vancouver. And that's a double again. That's another extra base hit. That's going to be another run. And in comes Blackmon. And that's a double for Jeremy Pena, I believe, who hit that ball. And now they're going to have to talk to Forrest Willie and just calm him down because he's given up some hard contact here to begin this third inning. And that's a swing and another drive and another base hit. And that's going to score the runner from second. Tie ball game. Man, Forrest Willie giving up a lot of hard contact right now. These hitters are just timing him up and absolutely crushing it right now against him. So 3 runs there in that inning for Vancouver. We continue on with a quick manage, and they're going to get one more there in that third inning in the quick manage. And Hiberia still pitching here in the top of the fourth. We now guide to the bottom half. Kelly hit by the pitch. A strikeout by Blackmon and Ramirez. And now we kind of settle down here, but then a double by Mancini. And then we get another RBI. There's Seth Beer with a base hit. And now Jaime Barria giving up a 3-run home run. Eli Francisco going deep in the top of the 5th inning there in the quick manage. And now 3-run game. 7-4 lead now in this one, and that ball is just popped way up as it's caught there by the catcher. As a swing and a drive by Bobby Bradley, and he absolutely crushes it. Wow. That ball gone in a hurry, and he knew it too. Man, that's a huge home run. You try to get your team back in the game there. And yeah, I mean, he knew it. He just drops the bat. He's like, okay, hit a home run. Got to get my team back in the game. Right? I mean, a 384-foot home run, a line drive shot. 7-5 game now. And Corey Dickerson is up here on a 3-1 pitch to him with a runner on second. And he hits this one deep to right center field. Backing up on it. And that ball is over the wall. Gone! A 2-run home run by Dickerson, and we are tied up at 7. Oh, how about that swing by Dickerson, and now it's a 7-7 tie, and Charlie Blackmon, another hit for him here in this series already in the playoffs, and man, another hit there. It's now a 7-8 game as Vancouver taking the lead back, but now some trouble here in the top of the 6th, but he gets out of it. Man, a lot of base runners right now in this game for both of these teams. And a lot of run scoring here. They've left a lot of men on for both of these teams here. As we're going to go to another pitching change here for Vancouver. And this one, they're going to bring in it. Shane Carlisle is still pitching it. Then I walk here to Seth Beer. They're going to bring in Willie Cabrera. It's a strikeout of Francisco. Chahada. But then that's a double by Dino Navarro. A base hit by Andu, another home. Oh my goodness, a single by Mancini. And then a 3-run home run by G-Man Choi. Oh my goodness, look at this. 2 more runs they're going to score. How about a 9 spot in the top of the 7th? I mean, that just about puts this entire series right away there. Everyone in the lineup just got in on the action there in that 7th inning. I've never seen anything quite like that many runs in that 1 inning before. That was craziness. And G-Man Choi, 4 for 6 on the night, gets another dinger. 17-12 now, as that's a home run by Chapman. Wow, what a crazy game here in the quick manage. Oh my goodness, what a crazy game. And I mean, after that 7th inning, was never really in doubt who was going to win tonight. But they did actually make it interesting. Vancouver kind of came back in that one a little bit. But they still do lose, and they are going to get swept here by the Alaska Red Wings. And so, man, Alaska 100 wins this season. They're the best team in the AL, best team record-wise in baseball. And they take care of business here in this divisional round. And they know that they want to get a World Series ring. But they take care of business here in this divisional series with a series sweep of Vancouver tonight. With a 17-12 win. And G-Man Choi, mentioned him earlier. He's the player of the game. So thank you guys so much for watching. We'll keep going with the playoffs. Here, we'll finish off the NLDS next episode. 5 ribbies, by the way, for G-Man Choi in this one. 4 for 6. Man, he was brilliant. But I will be trying to record as much stuff as I can for you guys when I get back to college. But, guys, have a great day, rest of your day. I am Lucas from Mars. Subscribe for more playoff action. See you guys in the next one. Peace out.